Hello students, welcome to All4 e-learning. Again, when we come back to our chapter, reflection of light from spherical mirrors. So we finished so far the images formed by concave mirror and convex mirror. Of course, in case of concave mirror, so in all cases except one case, whenever the object is keeping in between focus and the pole of the spherical mirror, remaining all cases the image formed will be the real. Whereas in convex mirror, image formed by convex mirror, it is always virtual for real object. So keep in your mind, we are talking about the real object. So for real object, concave mirror is giving real images in all the cases except one case, that whenever the object is in between focus point and the pole of the concave mirror, the image formed will be virtual. Right. In case of convex mirror, the image formed will be always virtual for real object, whatever may be the position of the object. But in case of convex mirror, for real object, the image will be located in between the focus point and the pole of the spherical mirror. Okay. Next, I am going to focus on 2-3 note points, very important. Point number 1, note 1. Focal length of convex mirror is positive, whereas focal length of concave mirror is negative. So how we can take these sign conventions? So they are fixed. The concave mirror focal length is taken to be negative, whereas convex mirror focal length is taken to be positive. These two are fixed. No question of change of sign convention of focal length for convex and concave mirror. Right? Why it is so? Let us see. Here the light is incidenting on the concave mirror. So in this case, after reflection, suppose if you consider the object is at infinity, means parallel beam of light parallel to the principal axis which incident on the concave mirror undergoes reflection and it focusing at focus point. Of course, in this case at focus point image is formed. Therefore, while measuring the image distance in this case from pole to the object, pole to the image, from pole to image distance is measured in which direction? That is against the incident ray. So we are measuring from pole to image formed at focus point because object is at infinity. Therefore, we are getting image at focus point, pole to image, we are measuring image distance. That image distance is nothing but focal length. Therefore, that against the incident rate is taken to be negative according to the fundamental. So fundamental is wherever you are measuring the distances from the pole of the spherical mirror in the direction of incident ray taken to be positive, those measured against the incident ray taken to be negative. Therefore, we are measuring against, therefore it is negative value for concave mirror. So here it is convex mirror. In this case again we consider a parallel beam of light incidenting on it, and after reflection its image is formed at this point. That point is focus point. What kind of image? Virtual image. Virtual image is formed for real object. Already given that statement. Before going to this point, I was given the same statement where there is a convex mirror. If object is real, its corresponding image formed will be virtual, and that will be limited in between. That will be limited in between the focus point and the pole. Means it is located between the focus and the pole. Now it is at focus point. So its distance is measured from pole to the focus point. That is the image distance. Image formed at focus, that virtual image, that we are measuring in the direction of incident ray. Incident is left to right. Therefore, we are measuring from pole to the focus in the same direction of incident ray, which is taken to be positive. So that is the reason why we are taking the focal length of concave mirror always negative and focal length of convex mirror is always positive. Right? Let us move on. Another note point. Okay. The distance of real object is taken to be positive, whereas the distance of virtual object is taken to be, one more point, please. Sorry. Distance of real object is taken to be negative. This is negative. And whereas distance of virtual object is taken to be positive. So these are very, very important points. These 2 points. See here in the note 2. These 2 are very important. Distance of real object in all cases. So you are keeping the real object in front of the spherical mirror or in front of the lens, in front of any optical instrument. It doesn't matter. But you are keeping the real object. Definitely the light is coming from the object and incidenting on the optical instrument. You are measuring from instrument to the object against the incident ray. Always, it's a fixed point. Always the distance of real object taken to be negative. Whereas distance of virtual object taken to be positive. Let us see here for a real object. We are going to take the example. So this is a convex mirror. So object is keeping in front of the convex mirror. The light is coming from here. This is the real object, and we are measuring from pole to the object distance against the incident ray. Therefore, U is taken to be negative according to the rule. And similarly, in case of virtual object, now see a convex mirror and the light is incidenting on it. Okay, when light is going to incident on this convex mirror and it is taken to be object. Why it is object? Here the light rays, if you see this, so for some time, for our convenience, remove this part. So this is the light is going to be incident and this is the light incidenting on it. Therefore, these 2 light rays are converges to a point. When these 2 light rays converges to a point, the point of convergence taken to be virtual object. Therefore, in this case, so we are measuring from pole to the object distance, that is in the direction of incident ray. Therefore, this value taken to be positive. So these 2 are very, very important points. So distance of real object taken to be negative, whereas distance of virtual object is taken to be positive. Okay, so very clear. Next, go for another point. So let us move on another point. That point, after these 2 points, one more note is there remaining that I am going to discuss that point. Okay, right. Okay, when we go for next note 3. So convex mirror gives virtual image for real object and which is keeping anywhere. Means convex mirror always giving virtual image for real object which is keeping anywhere from infinity to the pole of the convex mirror. Always it is giving the virtual image which is limited between the focus and the pole of the convex mirror. This is note 3. Right, next, note 4. So real image of real object always inverted. Real image of real object is always inverted, whereas virtual image of real object always erect. We can see here the object is real. This is a real object. For the real object, its corresponding image formed is a real. Of course, the real image is inverted. So that real image is inverted. Always real image inverted in the case of spherical mirror. Therefore, here real image of a real object, image real And for what kind of object? Real object. So real image of real object always inverted, whereas virtual image of real object always erect. So in this case, virtual image, whenever real object is keeping between focus and the pole, its corresponding image is formed behind the mirror, that is virtual image. So image is virtual in this case, but erected image. So this is a very common point, everybody know this point. For a real object, and it is giving virtual image, but virtual image is erected. Where there is a virtual image for real object, it is erected. Where there is a real image for real object, it is inverted. Okay, now let us see and the quite different statement in the next note. That statement is, see, there is a real image, but here the condition is real image that is inverted. But the real image is not always inverted. It can be erect. The virtual image in this case erected, but it is not always erect. It can be inverted. When we consider object is virtual, but in this case, both the cases, object is real. For real object it is okay. These results are giving same. So nothing wrong, there is no doubt at all. Where there is an object real, then for the real object and real image is inverted, for the real object virtual image is erect. If the object is changed, instead of the real object, we are changing that virtual object. For virtual object, a definitely result will change. So there may be a chance that there is a real image, that real image it will be erect. And for virtual image it will be inverted. So let us see in the next note. Okay, right. Okay, when we are going for note 5, the real image is not always inverted and virtual image is not always erect. So these 2 points are already we discussed that in note 4. The real image is always inverted. Now it is contradicts the first statement. So here the real image is not always inverted, but first statement in the note 4, real image is always inverted. Now it is not always inverted. These 2 statements are quite opposite, contradicting the statement which is given note 4. Where is the problem? The problem is with object. There in the note 4, I was given that the real image is always inverted for real object. Virtual image is always erect for real object. But now in this case statement is reversed because object is changed. Now here object is not real, it is virtual object. In case of virtual object, real image is not always inverted when object is virtual. Virtual image is not always erect when object is virtual. And these 2 points can be verified, can be understood taking the suitable example that the convex mirror. In case of convex mirror, so point number 1, convex mirror gives real and erect image. Generally real image is for real object, real image is inverted. But here the statement is clearly real and erect. These 2 points are very important. So here convex mirror gives real and erect image. Real generally inverted. That is possible whenever object is real. But here object is not real. If it is virtual, then condition changes. For virtual object, so here convex mirror gives real and erect image of virtual object when u is less than f. Means object distance is less than focal length of the given convex lens. Second one, convex mirror gives virtual and inverted. Virtual image generally erected. We know that fundamental. Virtual image is erected. That is in case of real object. Here object is not real, virtual. Therefore condition changes. So convex mirror gives virtual and inverted image of virtual object when condition u is greater than f. Means object distance is greater than the focal length of the given convex mirror. Okay. Now these are the statements. Let us see whether it is correct or not. We can verify by taking step by step. Before going to this point, so let us derive the formula. Which formula? Magnification formula. Magnification formula in terms of focal length and object distance. So we know the magnification fundamental formula. The fundamental formula already we derived for lateral magnification, longitudinal magnification, aerial magnification. So all are given. But here we are taking that magnification in terms of focal length. See, we know the mirror formula 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Okay, this is multiplying by U on both the sides. U by V plus U by U is equal to U by F. Now U by V this is, and this is U by U gets cancelled, 1 plus 1 is equal to U by F. Okay. Now simplifying this, U by V is equal to U by F minus 1. U by V is equal to U minus F by F. Okay. Now reversing this reciprocal, taking V by U is giving us, so F by, see here one more point, here we are taking on the both the sides, this is minus 1. Okay, leave it, that F by U minus F, F by U minus F. Actually we know the magnification formula, fundamental is magnification equal to minus V by U. Okay, we have V by U, but convert this into minus, means minus V by U, taking minus on both sides, F by U minus F. Yeah, we can write it as minus taken into it, multiplying it, then you will get M is equal to minus V by U is equal to, straight away substitute this value, F by minus is multiplied here, F minus U. So this is magnification formula. This is magnification formula. See here the magnification is taking F by F minus U. So in this case, once again, this is mirror formula, 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So multiplying by U on both the sides, U by V plus, so U by U is equal to U by F. Then U by V plus 1 is equal to U by F. Then U by V is equal to 1 is taking this side, U by F minus 1. Then simplifying this, so taking LCM here, U by V is equal to U minus F by F. And taking reciprocal, V by U is equal to F by U minus F. F by U minus F. Okay, directly this is the magnification formula, M is equal to minus V by U, minus V by U. So taking minus common or multiplying minus on both the sides, you will get, so minus of F by U minus F. Therefore your final magnification M is equal to F by F minus U. Okay, this is magnification formula in terms of focal length and object distance. Okay, and go for the first statement. What is the first statement? The first statement was given that, so here the magnification formula is clearly given, M is equal to F by F minus U. This is magnification formula. Okay, now we are going to apply for these two cases. Case number 1. So convex mirror gives real, erect image for virtual object when u is less than f. See here, this is the situation, convex mirror, and object. See here, the light ray is traveling towards a point. These two are traveling towards a point. This is taken to be virtual object, and after reflection, here they are undergoes reflection, then giving its image over here. This is the image, and a normal is drawn to this surface. These two are the normal. This one and this one is normal drawn to this surface, and they intercept over here. This is center of curvature, and this is object. Actually, which object? This one, virtual object, because the light rays converges to this point. Therefore, this is a virtual object, and corresponding image formed over here after reflection. Now, if you consider this object distance, and from here to here, this is focal length. So here object distance less and focal length is more. The condition in the first statement, so in the first statement, statement 1, here u is less than f. U is less than f. And convex mirror gives what kind of image? Real and erect image of virtual object. That is the statement 1. Whenever u less than f. Let us verify that taking the mirror formula 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Now this is 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. So 1 by v is equal to, taking LCM, u minus f by u f. Okay. Now in this case 1 by v reciprocal, taking u f by u minus f. Okay. Next, using this formula, here u is a less than, our condition is in the first statement u less than f. So u is, suppose in this case object distance is, which kind of object this? This is virtual object. For virtual object, the condition is the object distance taken to be positive. Already a statement is given, positive for virtual object. Always virtual object. For virtual object, its object distance is taken to be positive. Okay, and focal length of the convex mirror always positive. Okay, so in this equation u we have positive value because object is virtual object. For virtual object it is positive and focal length is positive. Then substituting in it u f by u minus f. Okay, right. Now condition is given, u is less than f. If u is less than f, then totally the remaining value will be negative because it is less, it is more. Focal length is greater, object distance is smaller. Suppose if you go for example, object distance is 5 centimeters, image distance is suppose 8 centimeters. Then, sorry, this is focal length 8 centimeters or 10 centimeters, you say, example. So object distance is 5 centimeters and focal length is 10 centimeters. 5 minus 10. You will get negative value here. How much? 50 by 5 minus 10. Means V is giving negative value in this case. V is giving negative value. When V is negative, sign convention. This is pole. This is pole. Pole to image we are measuring. But the light is coming from left to right. See, light is coming from left to right. But you are measuring from pole to the image. You are going opposite to the incident light. Therefore, it is a negative sign. Therefore, by the negative sign, we can say here this image is real. Therefore, image is real. And one more point. If you go for magnification, minus V by U. Yeah, magnification equal to minus. V is a negative sign. By U is virtual object, it is positive sign. Therefore, overall magnification is giving minus or minus positive. Okay, I remind the same point what we discussed previously, that magnification is positive. That is possible whenever the image is erected with reference to the object. With reference to object, then only the magnification positive. Here it is proved that magnification positive in the sense the image and the object both are on the same side. Means on the same side in the sense not with reference to the mirror. With respect to principal axis, both are erected. Means object is upward, suppose. So image will also in upward direction. That is simply it is erected image. That is possible magnification positive. Okay. So here 2 points. The statement itself is giving V is getting negative sign. It is a real image, and real image is inverted generally. It is inverted or erected. We can find by applying the magnification formula, that by using the sign convention you will get positive value. Magnification is positive, definitely it is erect. Therefore, I am giving or repeating the same statement that convex mirror gives real image, real and direct image for virtual object whenever u is less than f. It is proved. And again going for second statement here already is there, that convex mirror gives virtual and inverted image of virtual object whenever u is greater than f. Let us see this. U is greater than f. So this its corresponding diagram given over here. Now see, from this object is virtual. How the light rays are converging to a point. The light rays are converging. See, these two light rays are converging to a point. This is virtual object. Virtual object. Okay. After reflection, they are giving its corresponding image. They are reflecting like this, and they are extended back. It is giving image over here. This is virtual image. Virtual image. Virtual object and corresponding virtual image is obtained. Okay. This is normals are drawn. Normal is drawn to this surface. These two are extended here. This intercept. This is a center of curvature. This one center of curvature. Center of curvature and pole between there is a focus point. Okay. Now when we comparing this, so up to focus point, okay, up to focus point, here it is focal length. So object from pole to the object, it is object distance u. So condition is given in this case, u is greater than f. Okay. Next go for the image distance directly. We have this formula, v is equal to uf by u minus f. Okay, uf by u minus f. Now in this case, u is greater than f. If u is greater than f, as a whole v is giving u greater than f, and it is giving positive value. Therefore, v is positive value. So image distance is positive in the sense. Let us verify over here. So light is coming from left to right. Therefore, we are measuring the image distance from pole to the image. That in the direction of incident ray we are measuring. Therefore, V is positive. So clear, it is virtual image. It is formed virtual image. Right? Let us verify this virtual image erect or inverted. That is by taking the magnification V is equal to V by minus V by U. M is equal to minus. See here, object is virtual. Therefore, for virtual object U is positive. And convex mirror focal length is positive. Okay, these two are positive. And V is already here we obtained positive value. Therefore, here V is positive, U is positive. put here positive value. By positive value, we get finally m is equal to negative value. Magnification is negative in the sense, so image will be inverted related to the object. It will be inverted, means reverse. Therefore, here finally image formed is virtual, but virtual is inverted for virtual object. Therefore, the convex mirror is giving a different kinds of results. If object is real, then it always giving virtual image. Virtual image always erected for real object. Whenever object is changed, if object instead of real, if virtual object is taken into account, then by first statement already I was explained, and the second statement here clearly given that so convex mirror is giving virtual image, and virtual image which is its magnification negative means inverted, virtual and inverted image of virtual object. So this is all about the image formed by the convex mirror in different situations. Okay, the next two we go for the last point, which is power of spherical mirror. Power of spherical mirror. So what is the power? Yeah, before going to discuss the power of the spherical mirrors, so I would like to give one more formula to decide the nature of image formed by the convex mirror if object is virtual. Already we discussed now. To decide the nature of image, whether it is erect or inverted. So to decide that, we use that magnification formula minus V by U. This formula was used. By the first statement, when U is less than F, convex mirror gives real erect image for virtual object. Real erect image for virtual object whenever U is less than F. So that in order to verify the nature of image, whether it is erect or inverted, we use this formula magnification. We can also use one more formula. It is very relevant and very comfortable equation, and that magnification equal to F by F minus U. This is also useful formula. Instead of that, M is equal to minus V by U. So when we apply this, U is less than F, so magnification directly we are getting positive value. If magnification is positive, yes, quite it is erected image. Magnification positive, it is erected image. And similar manner, by the second statement, convex mirror gives virtual and inverted image for virtual object whenever U is greater than F. And for this also, we decided nature of the image, its orientation, that is inverted by using the formula minus V by U. Instead of this formula, we can also verify or decide the nature of image and its orientation by one more formula, that is magnification, which is comfortable formula F minus U, where U is greater than F, U is greater than F. Therefore, it is as a whole, it gives negative value. M is equal to negative value. Therefore, this image is inverted because magnification is negative related to the object. Okay, so this is a very important point related to image formation by the convex mirrors. Okay, next let us move on. Power of the spherical mirrors. Here, power of the spherical mirror is equal to reciprocal of its focal length. Power of a spherical mirror or power of a lens, but lens we will discuss it later, so in the next chapter. But in power of lens or power of a spherical mirror, that can be defined. That the reciprocal of focal length. Reciprocal of focal length is defined as power. But the power of concave mirror or spherical mirrors which is power of the spherical mirrors minus 1 by f. Minus 1 by f. That is minus 1 by f when f is considered in meters. F is taken in meters, then power equal to 1 by f, minus of 1 by f. Whereas it is in centimeters, suppose focal length is taken in centimeters, then power equal to 100 by f minus. Okay? Right. So it's units, diopters. Units, diopters. Okay. Now, units, diopters, then concave mirror and convex mirror. Units of power is diopters. So it is represented by capital D. Okay. Now overall, this power of spherical mirror, whether it is concave mirror or convex mirror, the power of spherical mirror, that is minus of reciprocal of focal length. So power equal to minus 1 by f. F is in meters, or if it is given in centimeters focal length, that is 100 by f, and unit diopters symbol is capital D. Okay. Next, go for concave mirror and convex mirrors. Spherical mirrors are of two types. They are concave and convex mirrors. In case of concave mirror, focal length of concave mirror is negative. Okay. Now let us find its power. Power equal to minus of 1 by minus f. Minus of minus plus. Therefore here power is positive. If power is positive, it is converging in nature. So whenever we are getting the power for a spherical mirror or a lens, whatnot, where there is a power positive, which indicates that optical instrument is converging the light rays. So that is the nature which indicates by the simple idea that power is positive means the light rays are converges to a point of reflection or by the refraction. Okay, in this case it is reflection. Okay, next go for convex mirror. Focal length of the convex mirror is positive. F is positive. Then in the formula, let us find its power by substituting this value in the formula. P is equal to minus 1 by positive F. You are getting negative power. So here the power is negative. For convex mirror, power is negative. What it indicates? This will be diverging the light rays. It is a diverging in nature. So diverging in nature, its power is said to be negative. Converges in nature, converging in nature, its power is said to be positive. So this is a simple logic to understand the power positive, power negative. So positive power in the sense converging the light rays, negative power in the sense diverging the light rays. So that indicates the nature of the spherical mirror in this case. So this is all about the power of the spherical mirrors. Thank you.